Thank you all for coming this evening. I'm Ann Mullen with the George Gunn Foundation, and my colleague is Helen Williams with the Cleveland Foundation. We're also joined here tonight with the support of our two foundations by Dave Abbott and Ron Richard, who you will see in a little bit. We are so excited to celebrate these excellent teachers tonight. Our two foundations have been longtime supporters of public education in Cleveland, and Helen and I have been personally involved in school reform efforts for many years. We are also both longtime residents of the city of Cleveland, and my children attend CMSD schools. So this is both professional for us and personal. The Excellence in Teaching Award was a shared idea among the four sponsors this evening. The George Gund and Cleveland Foundations wanted to reach teachers more directly, as most of our investments have been targeted to our support for new and innovative schools and central office support. But we know that among school-related factors, teachers matter most in terms of student achievement, followed not too far by their principals. The Cleveland Metropolitan School District wanted to recognize and celebrate excellent teaching in the district as part of its continuum of investment in teachers. And the Cleveland Teachers Union wanted to elevate the many great examples of excellent teaching and learning across the district that mostly happens behind closed doors. This was an effort to open those doors. This is our second year of the Excellence in Teaching Award. In fact, some of our winners from last year are here. Why don't you raise your hands so we can wave. These teachers have done a really great job of sharing their practices this past year. This award is intended to recognize and reward CMSD teachers who demonstrate instructional expertise, creativity, and innovation in their classrooms, who make learning engaging, vibrant, and relevant for students, and whose work and accomplishments set a standard for excellence.
So 239 teachers were nominated for the 217 award from 86 different schools. Nominated teachers were all invited to pursue the award, which required a teacher reflection, an endorsement from their principal, and an endorsement from their colleague. All completed applications were then reviewed and rated by a diverse group of reviewers from pre-K to 12, higher ed, philanthropy, and the community. Each completed application had the teacher's name redacted and was read by 3 different reviewers. The top scores were then reviewed by a smaller team who identified the winners of this year's Excellence in Teaching Award. These teachers who are honored this evening will each receive an award and a $5,000 check and will commit to sharing their practice with their peers in the 2017-18 school year. These awards are made possible with grant funding from the George Gunn Foundation and the Cleveland Foundation. In order to meet the goal of the Cleveland Plan, ensuring every child in Cleveland attends a high-quality school and every neighborhood has a multitude of great schools from which families can choose, we must have exemplary teachers like those we are honoring tonight. Thank you for the work you do every day to bring the joy of discovery and learning to children in all of our schools. Please welcome Mayor Frank Jackson, who would like to congratulate our winners.
Good evening. Good evening. And how are you this evening? You know, I want to congratulate all of the people who will be recognized this evening and thank the Gunn Foundation, Cleveland Foundation, the Cleveland Teachers Union, and the school district for having this event and making sure it came off. You know, as Cleveland moves forward, as we continue to move towards success, we will never be a great city. We will never be a great city until everyone is able to participate in the quality of life and the prosperity that we produce. And that will never happen without education. Education is the key to our success. And that success of education, you, teachers, are the key to that success. So I want to thank you for all of your hard work, all of what you do, your commitment to not just education in general, but I know that when you do it with individual children, and you make that much of a difference in their lives. So again, congratulations to those recognized this evening, and thank you to all those who made it possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor Jackson, and congratulations on your win Tuesday evening. We have no doubt that your commitment to education played a big role in your election. Now I'd like to please welcome Eric Gordon, CEO of the Cleveland Schools, and David Kolke, President of the Cleveland Teachers Union, who would like to share some remarks with you tonight.
Good evening. Ooh, now I was a teacher. That you wouldn't let that slide in your classroom. Good evening. Good evening. I am really excited to be here to celebrate our 10 honorees. I have the opportunity very often to talk about what's going right in CMSD, reducing our K-3 off-track literacy by cutting it in half this year, passing up 88 other districts in Ohio, celebrating a 20% graduation rate increase. That's right. 20% graduation rate increase in only 6 years, making us the 4th fastest improving district out of 608 districts in Ohio. A 14% decrease in students needing college remediation after high school, meaning we're graduating not only a lot more students, but a lot more students more ready. This is the work that you and your peers are doing in our classrooms. We are doing, our teachers and our teacher leaders and every one of our educators are doing the most difficult work that can be done. There are easier places to work. There are easier jobs to have. And the people that we will honor tonight are the people who have made it their career to do this most important work. And so I am so honored to be able to represent each of you every day and to thank each of you for the work you've done. You heard from Helen Williams that there were 239 people recognized for this award, and many, many more deserving teachers across our district getting those results. And you 10, the 10 we will honor tonight, are joining the 10 that we honored last year as the exemplary teachers of the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Congratulations to each of our honorees. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, everyone. You know, I'm thrilled to be here and that the Cleveland Foundation and the Gun Foundation have teamed up with both the CTU and the CMSD to make this award possible. We all know there are many great teachers in the Cleveland schools, many examples of hard work and dedication, many people that go above and beyond to reach students, teachers that give their all to help students achieve academically today and for the rest of their lives. And this award recognizes the best of the best. I'm proud to be able to meet and talk and celebrate with each and every one of you. I do not think anyone would disagree with me that these distinguished teachers have created the classrooms where students want to learn and parents want to send their kids to. One of the coolest things about this award is that each of you have agreed to share your practice with others. And that is just another way that you demonstrate your excellence in teaching and your commitment to our profession. As I look around, I see so many of the teachers that were winners last year, and I'm so ecstatic to be here in a room that celebrates teachers for doing what they do best and acknowledges the hard work and dedication to the students of the city of Cleveland. So on behalf of myself and the Cleveland Teachers Union, I want to congratulate all the winners of the 2017 Excellence in Teaching Award. Congratulations to all of you. You are an inspiration to so many of us. So give yourselves a hand. Right now, I'd like to call up Erica Merritt, the Director of Culture and Strategy for the CMSD, and Tracy Raddick, a fourth grade teacher at Joseph Gallagher and the first Vice President of the CTU, and welcome Ron Richards from the Cleveland Foundation, David Abbott from the Gunn Foundation, and Mayor Jackson back up to the stage for the awards presentation. Thank you.
Tracy and I are both thrilled to be able to introduce you to the 2017 winners of the Excellence in Teaching Award. As partners, representatives of the Teachers Union, the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, the George Gund Foundation, and the Cleveland Foundation went to the schools, directly into classrooms, to surprise the teachers and students when we announced the winners. We got to see firsthand the students and colleagues and administrators that were so excited and happy for these winners. The looks on the faces of the kids and their reactions prove that these teachers make their educational experience special.
We want to be able to share a glimpse of what it is like to be in the classroom of our award winners. Colleagues and administrators have described what our winners are like in their schools. As we call up each winner, we will share some of these excerpts. So without any further delay, I would like to invite Dean Bryson to come to the stage. Dean Bryson has taught in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District for 5 years. Dean Bryson might be one of the most creative teachers I have encountered. Mr. Bryson strives to meet kids where they are socially, economically, and culturally. His students have professionally produced an album about the universe and performed it at the Natural History Museum. They tested football players to see how their stance affects speed and velocity, and created a television episode entitled Earth versus the Moon. He is very skilled at teaching students how to collaborate so that they are the drivers of their learning. He never gives up on giving students the help that they want or need. He works with students on weekends, holiday breaks, or until he is thrown out of the building. It is powerful to see someone who works hard to lift up all of his students. It is a whole nother level when students are empowered to lift their peers. His work serves as an inspiration. The Collinwood community is lucky to have Mr. Bryson. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me one more time in congratulating Dean Bryson, 9th grade physical science teacher at New Tech at Collinwood.
I would now like to invite Mary DeVille to the stage. Mary DeVille has taught for 24 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. She works tirelessly to create a challenging and nurturing environment for her students, built on a sense of belonging, mutual respect, and community. She is without question a savvy and smart math teacher, but it is this expertise coupled with her pedagogical knowledge of children that leads to her success. Even the most self-proclaimed math hater is seen enjoying the learning activities of Ms. DeVille's class. She works hard to create learning experiences that are fun, relevant, deeply meaningful, and aligned in the ways of learning that children most need. Ms. DeVille has a rapport that creates a classroom community where all students are comfortable as well as ready and willing to learn. Mary DeVille has a natural ability to boost morale among her peers and encourages everyone that she comes into contact with. Her work ethic and care for students is admired and makes other teachers want to strive for better. The entire Euclid Park community is lucky to have Ms. DeVille. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mary DeVille, fourth grade teacher at Euclid Park. Congratulations.
Tanya Dunlap, will you please come to the stage? Tanya Dunlap has taught for 17 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Tanya is a collaborative team player who always puts student interests first. She looks at her students as if they were her own. Ms. Dunlap ensures all students are learning. She allows the students to be their authentic selves, which helps them grow and learn. Every student leaves her room feeling valued, taken care of, and loved. Ms. Dunlap's instructional and content expertise in the classroom is exceptional. Students are always actively participating in class. Students are singing, moving, manipulating objects, writing, reading, and the list goes on. She spends much time outside of her classroom researching and learning about strategies that would improve her students' lives academically and holistically. Ms. Dunlap attends events of her students outside of school. She is someone that everyone trusts and goes to for advice. Ms. Dunlap is amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Tanya Dunlap, special education teacher at Buer Dual Language School.
Catherine Duplessis will please join us on the stage. Catherine Duplessis is an amazing teacher for students and is an inspiration for all teachers. Her kindergarten scholars are so excited to enter her classroom each morning. Her handmade materials help every child to learn at their own level. She has great expectations and sets up reasonable plans to achieve her goals. Her students become readers before the end of the first semester. Her room is so exciting, colleagues are always going in to find new and creative ideas. She uses a green screen, iPads to create stories, green screen puppet theater, centers, groups, individual conferencing, lots of technology, engaging projects, and so much more. If adults are this excited about her room, imagine how the kids feel coming to school. Some people are born with the personality to be leaders. That describes Ms. Duplessis. Ms. Duplessis' enthusiasm, positive outlook, and depth of knowledge truly make her an asset to her peers and students alike. Again, join me in congratulating Catherine Duplessis, kindergarten teacher at Orchard Elementary.
Kirsten Fisher, will you please join us on the stage? Kirsten Fisher has taught for 21 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Kirsten Fisher is the teacher children clamor to have. Mrs. Fisher has been teaching in Cleveland over 20 years, and she still teaches like it was her first. Mrs. Fisher's energy is contagious, and her out-of-the-box ideas are endless. She is determined to reach all learners, no matter what it takes. Ms. Fisher not only assesses her scholars on the content, she also assesses their interests and learning styles. On any given day, you will see scholars working in groups, reflecting on work, working on projects, utilizing technology like iPads and cell phones, participating in center stations, or working on projects such as the Invention Project or the Living Wax Museum, just to name a few examples. Her dedication to making each day matter for our scholars is admirable and mind-blowing. I would want my own children to be in Mrs. Fisher's classroom, and I bet you would too. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Kirsten Fisher, 6th through 8th grade English language arts teacher at Scranton.
Andrea Kitchen, will you please join us on the stage? Andrea Kitchen has taught for 25 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. She is unassuming and a fabulous kindergarten teacher. She has a structured, loving, all-accepting classroom. I can guarantee that the children that are in Andrea Kitchen's care will become top-notch learners. Ms. Kitchen is loved by students and families alike. She is the most requested teacher in our school. Ms. Kitchen uses a variety of materials and methods to help her children discover and learn. Videos, books, iPads, manipulatives, songs, dances, real eggs, butterflies. Those are just a few examples of what Ms. Kitchen uses to help children learn and succeed. Every year, it is recommended to parents that they purchase an under-the-bed storage box to store and keep the wonderful projects and the books that children will make throughout the year. Ms. Kitchen is a great collaborator and someone to be trusted. All the teachers go to her for advice. She takes leadership among her colleagues and is very supportive of them as well. Students and colleagues are all so lucky to have Ms. Kitchen. Please join me in congratulating Andrea Kitchen, kindergarten teacher at Louisa May Alcott.
Jason Levy, will you please join us on stage? Jason Levy has taught for 17 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Jason Levy is an inspiration. He brings out greatness in all students. He recognizes the correlation between academic success and the ability to play an instrument. He makes every child he comes into contact with love music. He is a reflective teacher and pushes his students to new heights, and they amaze every audience. In addition to the traditional music concerts and venues where our students showcase their talent and what they have learned that connects to all subjects, students have also performed in non-traditional venues. Mr. Levy's students have played on CSU's campus for college students as they walk to class. They play on the steps near the church, at the church near our school. The students have played outside of our school for everyone walking and driving by. Mr. Levy makes CMSD shine with his creative way of thinking about music and how it can change the world for the better. Mr. Levy is kind and patient and the master of his craft. When I ask students what they like best about our school, the answer always includes Mr. Levy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Jason Levy, music instructor at Campus International.
Rita Makita, please join us on the stage. Rita Makita has taught for 5 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. She is a phenomenal teacher and role model. Ms. Makita is a positive role model for our students, connecting with them on a social-emotional level and truly encouraging a love of science, especially in our young women. She has a large toolbox of successful strategies in instruction and classroom management. She knows how to identify each student's individual needs, and she brings real-life experiences into the classroom. She takes project-based learning to the next level, and her students learn through action and experience. Have you ever had a science teacher voluntarily lie on a bed of nails with a brick on their belly, letting a 9th grader smash the brick with a sledgehammer? Have you? You would if you were lucky enough to be in Miss Makita's class. She is a leader to our entire team, a mentor to new and newer teachers, and an advocate for the students. Ms. Makita's work has a major impact on our students today and in their future endeavors. Please join me in congratulating Rita Makita, 9th grade science teacher at MC Squared High School.
I invite Alexis Pullman to join us on the stage. Alexis Pullman has taught for 20 years in the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Alexis Pullman is a teacher with outstanding instructional practices. She consistently teaches to the highest level and always goes above and beyond. Mrs. Pullman's lessons are student-centered and include an inquiry-based approach that makes students become mini teachers themselves while challenging one another at all times. The lessons and activities, from creating posters, using Play-Doh, to students evaluating each other's work, to utilizing technology, all engage students in learning experiences where the students create, explore, make connections, and solve problems. She exhibits professionalism on a daily basis and personal drive that challenges students to get out of their comfort zones and work harder. She is a leader in the school, both in terms of academics and in terms of culture. She helps other teachers improve their practices. Mrs. Pullman is an amazing middle school math teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in congratulating Alexis Pullman, middle school math teacher at Lewis Agassiz.
Jordan Siegler, please join us on the stage. Jordan Siegler has taught for 3 years in Cleveland Metropolitan School District. Jordan is known as the mad scientist. She ensures that her scholars receive a 21st century education and deliberately takes the time to use the input and feedback from her students in lesson planning. Ms. Siegler's passion for science comes naturally to her, which enables her to engage all types of learners, whether visual, audio, or textile. She finds interesting and engaging ways to bring these concepts to life. Students have grown butterflies, created robots, built kites, and used coding skills to create classroom apps. Ms. Siegler is loyal to her students and works with determination to bring them the best supplies and resources. Ms. Siegler treats students with respect and dignity as if they were her own children. Her students, families, and the staff appreciate her helpful and loving personality every day. Please join me in congratulating Jordan Siegler, 4th grade teacher at Charles Dickens. So you've all had the opportunity to hear about the amazing things that our teachers are up to in their classrooms. Would you like to take a peek? Do you want to see inside their classrooms? Well, we're going to give you an opportunity to do that.
I want my students to learn skills and content and ways to be able to take control of their lives. So it's not just so much of the science, but really being able to be independent learners. So I try to make a lot of opportunities for students to be able to express themselves and express their content in different ways.
Mr. Bryson goes beyond the classroom. He stays late every night. He has a club that empowers students' personalities for them to be able to speak reflect a nurturing environment, one where students feel comfortable to take risks, where the passion for the concept of math is just always demonstrated through her willingness to work with the students.
I really believe in the children. I really believe that everybody's a learner. I come here for the kids. I know that it's a safe spot for them, where they can learn and grow, and they are 100% motivation.
Ms. Stella is a very caring teacher who's very knowledgeable, regarding creating interactions for her students. She's just the type of person that gives you that energy and gives you that passion just to push yourself a step further.
Just to be a part of a child's growth, whether it's academically or social emotionally, that's an insane privilege. Being able to show up at work every day and have children come into my room excited, there's no place I'd rather be.
Catherine is an amazing teacher because she definitely knows every last one of her kids. They have so much fun in her classroom. She sees things in a totally different way than anybody else sees them.
I really think that students need to have a lot of voice and choice to be invested in their learning. My students have the opportunity every single day to make their own choices about what they're learning, but I really try to incorporate things that they like to make the work fun for them.
Ms. Fisher came to Scranton just last year and had several bilingual students in the classroom. That was her first time working in a situation like that. She embraced that challenge and tailored her classroom in a way that would make every kid have the opportunity to be successful.
I really believe that this is more than a classroom, but this is a family environment. We really can work on empathy and kindness and looking out for one another. One thing that I really hope that when my kids leave is that there's just a little extra kindness to them.
I love working with children and engaging them in new and fun activities. I like to use hands-on materials, doing new and fun and innovative things that children will enjoy and want to do.
You know, great things are happening in this kindergarten class. She's a natural teacher and a natural, compassionate person that makes a difference to a child. That they know that you love them, that they know that you believe in them, which all of Mrs. Kitchen's children know that they will always succeed.
The thing that drives me most about being an educator is giving an opportunity for all students to participate in music and become a lifelong music lover. The students are creating their own compositions, they're creating their own songs, they're creating their own dances so that they have some more ownership into it.
Mr. Levy is an amazing teacher because he brings out the best in every student. He finds out what they're interested in and then searches for opportunities to engage them. He wants to bring music to every student's life and make their life richer.
Ms. Makita is super passionate and she makes science come alive for all of our students. A lot of teachers will repeat their lessons because it's something they know they're good at. Ms. Makita understands that the world is changing, so she changes her lessons along with it.
So I really try to lead with inquiry. I try to challenge my kids to realize that the things we're learning are all around them all the time. We're a project-based school. I try to do as much hands-on as possible, as much inquiry-based as possible with them. Every single day is a brand new adventure.
Always soliciting feedback and wants to get better and is really a leader among her colleagues. As an educator, I try to promote in my classroom an I can feeling. I'm constantly thinking about ways to make my classroom better. I just enjoy seeing the kids get it and the excitement that they have when they finally learn something.
I think I'm really driven by just giving the students the highest quality education that they can. I love that teaching is such a creative field. Every day you do something, you know. It's just so much fun to innovate and see the kids just reap the benefits of that.
Walking into Ms. Siegel's classroom is energetic. You always see scholars participating in activities that are engaging. They're having fun. She keeps the kinesthetic, the auditory, the visual, all the different scholars learning in the classroom. You will see that on a daily basis.
So we're almost done. We have just two short final pieces of business. First, I would like to take an opportunity to recognize the co-chairs of the Excellence in Teaching Award Committee, if they would raise their hands and stand. Representing the Cleveland Metropolitan School District, Erica Merritt. Representing the Representing the George Gunn Foundation, Ann Mullen. Representing the Cleveland Teachers Union, Tracy Raddick. And representing the Cleveland Foundation, Helen Williams. Thank you to our co-chairs for making this event possible. Finally, if all of our honorees would come back forward in front of the stage so that we can recognize you one last time. Just come right up here, make a nice long line. Let's bring you together. Right, you don't have to come up. Sorry, right here, come on down. Right here. Make a line. See, this is what teaching looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand on your feet and congratulate the class of 2017 Excellence in Teaching Award winners. Congratulations to every one of you. This concludes the formal part of our program this evening. We have food and beverage available for another hour. I hope you'll come and meet each of our distinguished educators. Enjoy your evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.